Coronation Street, P694, stroke 548, part 1, take 1.
Edited.
That's the hotel. Postally, it's St Helier, but actually, it's St Albans Bay, a delightful part of a most delightful island. The houses, they have to be seen to be believed. Of course, you know, it's a very wealthy place, Jersey. It's a tax haven.
Oh, I believe life there's very genteel.
Oh, more than that, Mavis. It's almost colonial, privileged. So little of that about these days.
Really enjoying life as a barman, then, is he?
Hardly a barman, dear. He's the wine manager.
Oh, that sounds very important.
Doesn't it? What exactly does he do? Well, he orders, he advises, he keeps the accounts, and he...
So it's behind the bar?
Well, yes. Duty calls. Thank you so much for coming, Mavis, dear.
Well, actually, I came to collect your paper money.
Pardon me?
You know.
Oh, yes, yes. Come in the hall and I'll pay you.
Come, Mavis.
Bye.
Stand up.
Hey, what's a tax haven?
Oh, it's a place where folks want to go and live that don't like paying income tax.
Oh, I bet there's standing room only.
Yeah.
Will they have anybody?
As long as you got 100,000 quid in the bank.
Is that all? We'll go next week.
Did our Miss Lynch give any reason why she might be late?
No, Mrs. Walker. Well, she's probably got a headache.
Oh, she's got a headache, all right. Right, tear-away headache called Frank Bradley.
Oh, dear. She's not taken up with that dreadful young man again, has she?
Well, it's no good looking like that. She's bound to find out soon enough.
Yes, well, soon enough's one thing, but the minute she comes through that door, well, then that's another.
Well, it's our duty, isn't it, as loyal employees to keep her informed?
Well, it might be your duty, but I'm blowed if it's mine, and she doesn't own me, you know.
Elizabeth! Elizabeth!
Now stay where you are. She doesn't own you, you know.
Oh, shut up.
Elizabeth, why on earth didn't you open the mail?
Well, because you told me specific not to.
Well, you could have used your common sense. This is from Ireland.
Well, you never said anything about Ireland, Timbuktu, or anywhere for that matter.
No, I'm sorry I didn't, did I? It's Concepta's husband. He's coming here today. Look at the postmark 10 days ago.
Well, I'm ever so sorry, Mrs. Walker.
You're not to blame, love. I know that. What am I going to say to Concepta? I'll have to ring her up.
Well, when's he coming exactly?
Any time now, and there's nothing in the house to eat. I don't know what I'm going to give him. Can't even go to the shops till Bet Lynch comes. Has she really taken up again with that dreadful young man?
Well, fair's fair, Mrs. Walker. I mean, you know the old saying, give a dog a bad name.
Hey!
What?
What do you mean, what? Is that how you talk to all your lovers?
Don't know you from Adam.
No, you never will, standing over there.
I can't stand here gassing all day, can I? Only come out for dinners.
All right. And where do you work?
Electrics, round corner.
What time do you finish?
5:30. Do you mean tonight?
No. Tomorrow, maybe. Soon, any road.
You're not slow, are you?
Oh, you can't afford to be in this life, darling. Keep moving. Secret of the universe.
Yeah. See you then.
Oh, you can make book on it. Hey! What's your name?
Sandra. What's yours?
Adam.
Oh, you shouldn't.
Well, of course we should. Isn't it the least we could do after the many kindnesses that you've shown us?
Isn't it beautiful, Elizabeth? Real Irish linen. There's nothing like it, is there?
It's lovely.
Who's in the bar?
Oh, Bet's back, didn't I say?
Oh, good.
So Miss Lynch is still with you, is she?
Oh, no show without punch.
By the way, Mrs. Walker, do you think I could use your phone? I've got to get a pillow under my head tonight. Where would you recommend?
The Rover's Return. Where else?
Oh, no, I couldn't.
You could and you will.
Well, how can you argue with a determined woman?
Oh, wait,
There's a friend of yours in there.
Who's that then?
Sean Regan, you know, Concepta's husband. He's over from Ireland. You know him?
Oh, yeah, it's just what you were saying, a friend of mine.
Come on, who are you kidding? He fancies you, that one.
Well, I bet him. Wherever did you get that from?
Let it tell it.
Yeah, the alligator. The alligator.
Hello, love. Are you still collecting the paper money then?
Yes, I am, but not at the moment, actually. I'm after Mr. Ogden.
Oh,
Shameless Aussie.
Don't mean I'm after him. I mean, Mrs. Hunt wants him to go back to the corner shop. She thinks she's given him wrong change. 50 pence short, actually.
He'll be there.
Well, will you tell him if you see him?
Yeah, you're going to have a drink, love.
Tomato juice.
You're going to have a tomato juice, Bet, please. You on the wagon?
Pardon?
Tomato juice.
Oh, no, I can't drink it dinner time. It makes me sleep.
Yeah, me too. It's great, isn't it?
That's why we can have a band in the afternoon. You've gone for a kip.
That's right.
Now, what about a drink?
Well, let me see. Well, if nobody's looking, maybe I'll have a little scotch.
Bet, scotch.
Oh, this is like old home week. And how are you then, darling?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks.
Great. Do you know it's 3 years exactly to the week since I was last here? Misbehaving myself. Only seems like yesterday. Hey, what am I doing? Barring the way to my own drink.
Oh dear. What are young people coming to these days?
Yes, well, don't let's go over half cock. I mean, it is only an allegation.
Well, it's a pretty rum sort of allegation if it's true. I mean, how old is she, this Janice girl? 16?
I don't know exactly, but I should think so, yeah.
She's squeezing money out of the other kids, selling them dances and that, and then knocking them about and all.
So it is alleged. This other girl, Mary Braun, the one who's made the allegation, though, she's a very nice, quiet, helpful sort of girl. But then so is Janice. She's helpful, too. So who do you believe?
Well, I could just about believe that story if it's true. I can't believe anybody would make it up.
Oh, I don't know, Alf. I can well understand Ken's predicament. But if young girls are capable of this kind of behaviour, then they're capable of falsely accusing another girl. And from what I read in the papers, they're more than capable.
Yes, anyway, leave it with me. I said I'd have a word with Janice this afternoon. I just felt that you ought to know.
Yeah, well, keep us informed, Ken. I mean, it could get us a bad name if this got out. Oh, and Ken, be a bit tough with them.
Take my tip, fellas, have nothing to do with barmaids. I speak from bitter experience. I married one. I mean, look at the gleam in Miss Lynch's eye there. Wouldn't it strike terror into your heart? They're like nurses, you know. All the knowledge in the world locked up in their pretty little heads. Isn't that right, Bet? Mere fellow wouldn't stand a ghost of a chance with you.
Dead right. Not a dog's chance. Excuse me.
Who's the mad Mick, then?
Well, it's just a friend of Mrs. Walker's.
A friend of whose?
Mrs. Walker's. You're not jealous, are you?
Me? No, I just walk into a pub and I see the love of my life being chatted up by another fella. Now, what's wrong with that?
You are jealous, aren't you?
What, after last night? You must be joking.
Did it mean anything to you last night?
Do you think I'd be here if it didn't?
I don't know. I'd feel a lot happier if I did.
What'd make you happy? Go on, tell me. What would make you happy?
Really happy.
Really happy.
Oh, that last night was something special and that it could happen again. And go on happening.
Well, that's up to you, darling, because I've made my mind up.
Honest.
Have you tackled her yet?
No, I'm just about to. I know exactly what I'm going to say, though.
Good luck.
Thank you. Mary, do you mind if I have a moment with Janice?
Of course.
Thank you.
Don't you think it'd have been safer if she'd have stayed, Mr. Barlow?
Not with what I have to say, Janice. Would you like to sit down?
I hope you haven't been listening to any silly stories again.
Yes, so do I. Though I do seem to be spending rather a lot of time listening to stories about you. Whether they're silly or not, I don't know.
You mean you'd rather believe Debbie Shaw, a daft kid?
Well, it's not just Debbie Shaw, and from what I hear now, she's only told me half the story. Janice, is it true that you've been taking money and cigarettes as, a sort of admission to the disco, and not just taking them, extorting them?
Well, if you believe that, you believe anything.
I'm in the mood to believe anything.
No, it's not true. I mean, why would I want to do a thing like that?
Well, let's put reasons aside for the moment, shall we? But these are rather serious allegations. I mean, can you think of any reason why anyone should make them if they're not true?
Of course I have. They're after my job, aren't they? I could name you 3 of them who want it right now. There's Mary Braun, for one, and Denise, and that daft Sutherland kid. Or was it one of them?
Never mind who it was.
Well, that's why, isn't it? They all want to be in charge of the U section. And they wouldn't be anywhere near as good as me, any of them. They're all soft with the kids, and you've got to be tough. You've got to have discipline. Well, I thought you would have known that, being a teacher. I mean, they're all pampered to death, these kids. You want never see the money they carry about with them. Kids of 11 and 12, they've got more money than you have. But I keep them in order. I mean, you don't get them running about the place screaming like you do in some clubs. Not with me keeping an eye on them.
Dennis, I think you should stand down. I think you should stop being the youth section leader.
But it's not true. I mean, what they're saying isn't true.
Yes, but the allegations have been made, and under the circumstances, that's enough.
Well, I don't think it is, Mr. Barlow. I was elected. I don't see how you can just throw me out. It's up to the youth section at the next general meeting to do that.
And when is that?
Well, the section was only formed in April this year. So that means next April, doesn't it? Is there anything else you wanted me for, Mr. Barlow?
Not at the moment. Thank you, Dennis.
I wouldn't dream of telling what some of the kids say about you.
Look, if there's all that money floating about in the country...
I'll see you, eh?
Yeah.
Come on, then.
OK, see you. Think about it.
Ta-ra, Frank.
No, it's interesting, isn't it?
What were they on about?
Oh, what fellas get up to when they've no work to do. Like me tonight.
Oh, aye, and what are you going to get up to?
Well, it depends, doesn't it? I could go betting like Fairclough says.
And that depends on how Bet feels and all.
And how does she feel?
Like taking a gamble.
Right. Your place, 8 o'clock. OK?
OK.
See ya.
I thought you were out for the afternoon.
Well, nothing that won't keep till later. And when I saw Mrs. Walker and Mrs. Turpin going out, I suddenly realized you'd be all on your own. And we couldn't have that now, could we?
I've always fancied myself as a pretty fair amateur psychologist, but this one, a very plausible young lady indeed.
You think she did all these things then? You think she took money from the children and bullied them and...
I'm sure of it. But I haven't got any proof. I suppose I could go around asking the kids.
Would they tell you?
Would they? Yes, well, not if they're frightened of her.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear, indeed. She's got us over a barrel.
Can I help you at all?
Hey,
Come on now, don't be like that. Not after I've flown the ocean to be by your side.
tell us another one.
You think I'm kidding, do you? I thought we got on fairly well last time.
Not all that well.
It's not the way I've been dreaming it.
Now, come on, love. Don't be silly. Now, come on.
Who's to know?
I am, and I don't want to. Now, look, you've got a wife, and I've got a fella. Now, let's just leave it like that.
Is that the way you really want it?
That's the way I really want it. I said, leave it.
Well, I wouldn't like to think I've been wasting my time.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Walker. You've been quick.
Well, I felt a migraine coming on and I couldn't face the shops. Now it's passing off. Everything all right, then?
Yes, fine.
Oh, Sean, off out, are you?
Yes, I thought it about time I did an honest day's work. Life can't be all pleasure, can it, Miss Lynch? I'll see you.
Bye-bye. What a nice man.
Isn't he?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I could find it for you in the minutes if you like. Janice plonked herself in chair at first meeting and appointed herself sort of caretaker chairman. She always said we'd have a proper election at a later meeting, but we never did. And every time I mentioned it, she just changed subject.
Uh-huh. There's a youth section meeting tonight, isn't there?
Yeah.
Do you think you could whip up the stragglers and get as many there as possible?
I'll do my best. It's short notice. Why?
Because tonight, we're going all democratic. We're going to hold an election.
Great.
And if ever we get the drama group going, there's one play we're well qualified to do, Julius Caesar.
Coronation Street, P694/548, Part 2, Take 1.
You lied to me, Janice. Again.
You want to get your facts straight before you call me a liar, Mr. Barlow.
I've got them straight, Janice.
On whose word? Who said?
Never mind that. You told me you've been elected as youth leader, and that simply is not true.
But they all wanted me. Ask them.
No, Janice, you told them you wanted to be youth leader, and they better accept it or else. Now, that is hardly a democratic election.
Oh, democratic election. What's that when it's at home? This isn't the Houses of Parliament, you know, Mr. Barlow. Like I told you at dinner time, this is a youth club with young tearaways and wild kids. You need somebody round here who can handle them.
Terrorise them.
No.
Yes, Janice.
Look, I'm the best leader round here. You'll find out. This is all a waste of time. They're all going to vote for me.
Well, in that case, you've got nothing to worry about, have you? Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of being the leader officially, elected by democratic and constitutional means.
Oh, that's going to make all the difference.
Yes.
Look, Mr. Barlow, I've got enough kids on my side to get elected 3 times over.
There's a tragic misdirection of energy in that girl.
I find her quite alarming.
She's so sure of herself, too. So sure she's going to be elected.
Supposing she is.
Oh, surely not. What, when she's been bullying and extorting? I mean, they've got more sense than that, haven't they? Or have they?
Well, let's pray for a good turnout tonight. I think that's essential. Brought the ballot slips.
Oh, well done.
My, don't we look glamorous this evening?
Thanks.
Hey, I was thinking of having a bit of nosh at this Gatsby place. Do you fancy coming?
I've got a date already. Have you got any scent with you, love?
Yeah. There you are. Try that for size.
Nice, very sultry.
Yeah, you best hang on to it then.
Hey, no.
Go on, for a present from Billy.
Might be unlucky.
Will it? Hey, listen, you're very keen on this Frank Bradley, aren't you?
Oh, you know me. Just take things as they come.
Get away. You'd like to get settled as much as the next one.
Well, maybe. What am I saying? Of course I would. Thanks for sending.
Okay, kid.
Come on, Bet. We can be friends, can't we? I'm only here for a couple of days.
Push off, Sean.
Don't play hard to get, sweetheart. It doesn't suit you.
No, but with you, it's safer.
Hiya, love.
Hi. Hey, don't you look something?
You're not looking so bad yourself.
Oh, Frank.
Hi. Oh, a pint of bitter, please, mate.
2 pints, please. Better lager and lime and 1 for yourself.
Don't go away.
Hi. John Regan.
Yeah, I know.
Could I have a word with you a minute?
About what?
Mutual acquaintance.
Look, I told Mr. Barlow there's only one leader round here and everybody knows it. Right, Charlie? Look, I wanted to make sure Keith and his lot know who they're voting for.
Keith's standing for election himself now, Janice.
Keith? I don't believe it. Who's going to vote for him? He's thick.
Mr. Barlow asked him now.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, if it isn't Mary Poppins. Hello, Johnny. I hear you don't like the way things are run round here.
I'm not looking for a fight.
Neither am I. Well, not at the moment.
You're the only one who's up for election, you know.
Oh, I know, but it's really between you and me, Mary.
There's Angela and Keith.
Well, they don't count. I mean, Keith's thick and Angela couldn't organise a dog on a lead.
Well, all Mr. Barlow wants is a proper election, that's all. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Oh, no, all for it,
Let's get started, shall we?
We want Janice! 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 We want Janice!
Quiet. Thank you, Janice. Thank you very much. Now, you're each going to be given a ballot slip, and there are 4 candidates. Oh, could we have them up here, please, so you can have a good look at them?
2, 4, 6, 6! Janice! 2, 4, 6, 6!
All right. Quiet. Now, there they are, in all their glory. Now, all joking apart, the person that you elect now will be your leader for the next 12 months.
Hey!
So make sure that it's someone that you like and respect, someone you can talk to and get on with, and someone who you think is fair.
2, 4, 6, 6!
Yes, all right, Charlie. All right, thank you very much. Now, there are no pressures. This is a secret ballot, so it's up to you who you want. All right, Emily, would you hand out the slips, please? Now, just to remind you, there are 4 candidates. Write the name very clearly on a bit of paper, fold it over, and wait until it's collected. And there's no cheating, because I've counted how many papers there are. And we can do without anybody recommending Mickey Mouse or Alvin Stardust. Thank you very much. All right, so make your vote wisely.
So you're away from home and you're looking for a night out. Okay, but I don't see how it affects me.
Well, that's a bit ticklish, you see, seeing as how you're all dressed up and all that.
Come on, get to the point, mate.
Well, it's like this. I know Bet from way back.
So
I was just thinking of taking her around the town for the night. You know, for old time's sake. But then here's yourself on the same errand.
Oh, but that's tough.
Well, not if you were to do a fella a favour.
And how's that?
Come up with a previous engagement.
Well, get lost, you mean? Are you sick of living, mate?
Come on, it was Bet's idea.
You what?
I'm sorry, Sean, she said I would just love to come out. Well, what would I tell Frank? You just have to hope he gets run over on the way here. Well, no, not as good as a wink, isn't it?
She said that?
Word for word. Give or take a syllable.
You're a liar, Paddy. You'd best go back to Ayr and Sweet Isle while you can still crawl,
Come
mate.
on, Frank, you don't need to take it like that. It's more of a sport. Like old Bet there. Well, that's what she is, isn't she? Sport. Well, just have to live on memories. Like the last time I was here. Actually, there's always the next time I'm over.
You all right, love?
Oh, great.
Good. It won't be long till closing time.
I can't wait.
Me neither. Hey, I know you're enjoying yourself, love, but don't go getting too sloppy.
Why not?
I might be getting off early. Betty's going to have a word with Mrs. Walker for me.
Well, that's up to you, darling.
Hey, don't you want me getting off early?
I couldn't care less.
What's gone wrong?
Let's just say I'm going down to Cardinal's Hat, see the lads like.
But you were taking me out.
Another time.
I said, what's gone wrong, Frank?
Oh, skip it.
I want to know.
Well, let's just say I wanted an excuse. And an old friend of yours just gave it to me. 3 years, Bet. It's a long time. I'll be seeing you.
What's up, lovey? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Right, excuse me, please. Okay, now we've come to announce the result of the election.
Two, four, six,
Okay. Right. Thank you. It's all done now. Now, you, the members, have elected as your new youth leader, Mary Broughton. Right, Mary, would you like to come up and say a few words?
Well, all I can say is thank you very much for electing me, and that I'll work and I'll try in every way to justify your faith in me.
Well done, well done. Well, congratulations, Mary. I look forward to working with you.
I feel a bit funny.
You'd be rather overwhelmed, I should be.
Well, you won, Mr. Barlow.
No, I didn't, Janice. The majority won.
You'll see. You'll wish you had me back again, see if you don't.
You're not leaving?
Well, I've got no choice, have I? Anyway, I'm getting a bit old for youth clubs.
It's a pity.
It's a pity for the club. Mary's wetting that dippy Mrs. Bishop. You've no chance. Bye, Mr. Barlow. I liked you, really I did.
Well, the end of a long and rather trying day. I think I shall retire with my cup of cocoa. Thank you for locking up, love.
See you tomorrow, Mrs. Walker.
Thought you were going early, dear. I did say she could.
I know, thank you. I didn't need to as it happened.
Oh, good night.
Good night, Mrs. Walker. Sure you wouldn't like to come back to my place for a nice cup of cocoa? Gordon left some brandy. You sure you're all right, lovey?
Aye, of course I am.
Good night, Sean, dear. Don't forget to switch the television off.
No, Mrs. Walker, good night. Thank you very much. Sleep tight and don't let the bugs bite. Ho, ho.
Hello, sexy.
Hey, this is a surprise. I thought you had a date.
Would you believe the rotten pig's gone to see his mates?
Oh, I am sorry.
He was smashed out of his mind anyway.
He was well on the road when I was talking to him. He's a funny fella.
Very.
Friends again?
Why not?
Why not? Nice. Just like I remember.
You messed up something good to me!
What are you talking
really
about?
good! What did you tell him? What did you tell Frank?
Nothing!
You must have, you must have!
Mrs. Walker!
Let her here. I don't care. And she's not going to be the only one. Not by a long chalk.
What do you mean? Look, Betty,
I am going to tell Concepta what you get up to when you're away from home, sonny boy.
I haven't done anything.
I'm going to write her a letter telling her exactly what kind of a lousy rat she's married to. At least that should guarantee you a lovely welcome home. Good night. Oh, Frank.
Coronation Street, P694/58, 4, Part 1, Take 1.
Coronation Street 694/584, edited.